Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you Nest. On the left is iMessage on my Mac, and on the right is Safari. So I go to nest.expert. And so for context, Nest is a AI assistant that lives in iMessage. And we all authenticate through Google. So you can see here that we've gone to the Nest website. We click open in iMessage, and on a mobile, this opens iMessage as it does on a computer. And then we see we can type, "Hey Nest, I found you." This is now Nest responding. And then I send another message. I don't know why the bottom of the screen's cut off, sorry. Another message, "Please send the verification link to get started." And then so Nest will respond, "Yep, I'll send the verification link." And then so we can click this verification link and it will have the token attached in the URL, which you can see here. So that's how we know that this Google account will be linked with this mobile number. And then when you save the contact, you can save it to your computer or you can save it automatically on your iPhone. So then I continue with Google, and that takes me to the Google Auth page, and I'll sign in with tom@legit.net. As you can see, currently not verified through Google. Go through the process, continue. These are all the different scopes that I've requested: contacts and email and calendar. And we need the other contacts as well, because we extract contact details from emails that are not necessarily saved as contacts in our Google contacts. So we approve this, and we'll see, then we get the callback, and we're redirected back to nest.expert with the access token. And then you'll see this will trigger a message back to this mobile number. And we should see a confirmation come through. There we go. "Tom, welcome." And then it's just got a nice little welcome message there. Cool, so now I'm in and Nest is now active on iMessage. And as you can see on the right-hand side, there's the dashboard. It shows my Google account connected. So I now ask Nest what was my latest email in my inbox. And this is going to obviously call the Gmail API. And this will look at my most recent email. Your last email, it's from the Claude team. And then I can go to my emails and you'll see that at 11 a.m. that marries up with exactly what we have. And this is logged in under the same account. So essentially we're just pulling the most recent email. Cool. And so then we'll get Nest to send an email to a specific email, so to tom@legit.net. And we'll get this just to say, "Hi, this is a test." And what you will notice is that Nest will come back always asking for confirmation first for anything that has a write property. So anything that's a read property, no confirmation is required, but there's a write property, and therefore Nest will come back and ask for confirmation. So it'll show the draft, and then it says, "Should I send it?" And then so now I can confirm to Nest to send this as a bit of a safeguard. This will then send. And what we can do is, once this is sent, we can jump back into my Gmail inbox and we can show this email has successfully landed in this inbox. So in my inbox now, I just need to refresh this. It takes a few seconds usually. So I'll refresh the URL. And cool, there you go. You can see that email to tom@legit.net from tom@legit.net. And that's the email that we just sent. Cool. Okay, I now want to show you why we need calendar access. So a user might want to be able to put in an event into their calendar for 1 p.m. today. This is a test for Google Auth, is what I'm going to title this. And I want to invite tomlegitprojects@gmail.com. Cool. So that's giving me the thumbs up, which is great. Got it. And before I lock it in, because it's right, it just wants me to confirm this once again. So I just say confirmed. Please proceed, and then Nest will come back and confirm this, and then I can show you that in my calendar this has been successfully created for 1 p.m. today. Cool. It's also invited the other email address. I go to my calendar. You can see it's Saturday 21st today. And then if we click on this, you can see it's the right day today. Test for Google Auth, and it's successfully invited this user. Now, so I thank Nest, and then I change my mind. I actually want to delete this. Now, there are a few issues here. Hadn't quite had this optimized. So there were a few tries for me to actually be able to delete this. It requested that I provided the exact calendar title as an extra safety mechanism here. So it's asking for the event ID, and so what you'll see in a moment is I share with it the title of the calendar event, and then Nest successfully deletes the calendar event from my calendar. So it's being extra cautious, which is fine. We would prefer to err on the side of caution rather than just executing. So I give it the title, and then we'll see this will delete from my calendar. So if you look at the calendar on the right side of the screen, this should disappear any moment. Cool, so that's deleted. Got the confirmation message, and then you'll see that that is no longer in my calendar on the right. Now I'm asking it to essentially do a contact search. So I'm asking what emails it has for Tom Lidgett, and you'll see this will come back with a handful of different emails. This is showing the contact functionality, and it's found all these. And now, as you know, I likely don't have the Google Auth email in my contacts, so I ask it. I let it know that I received an email, and I ask for their email address, and it will pull this email. Also, in the emails above, the tom.lidget@aldi.com, the lidget@mac.com, these are not emails. These are not contacts, sorry, that I have in my contacts. These are all have been extracted from emails that I have been kind of chained in on. So this is the contacts other permission that is required. And the reason I need this is because most consumers that I speak to don't actually save contacts in Google Contacts. Cool, so that's given me that email for Google Auth. Now I just want to show you how I can delete an account. So in the Nest portal, I can go into support and then delete your account. And then I need to obviously confirm my identity. So I input my email address, delete my account, and this deletes everything, 100% of records, all from the backend server. And what you'll see is in a moment that if I then try and re-interact with Nest, it will essentially go back to stage one and it won't know who I am. And what I will continue to do or proceed to do is to show you that Nest now does not know or does not recognize that this mobile number is associated with any account. So we can ask it some questions about this account. So we see that's deleted, and now we're back to the Nest homepage. It's showing me that standard splash screen. So I go back to Nest and try and continue on with the conversation. I say, hey, please look at my emails and tell me what my most recent email was. So if we had have asked this before we deleted the account, this would obviously work as we saw beforehand. But now that we have deleted the account, this has removed all access and deleted everything from our backend. So we ask it about an email and it comes back and says, we can check your inbox, but you need to verify. So this is essentially saying you've got to sign up. So yeah, no email, we successfully delete the account. And now there's no email connected at all. So I prompt it further, and then I want to just confirm, can you confirm what's in my calendar for next week? And then Nest comes back and says, that's absolutely what I can do, but I've got to verify first. So verification / login is essentially the same thing. That's where we extract and get permissions to use your email and calendar. Cool, and I'm now going to show you in another tab, which I'll pull up shortly, just me removing all permissions from this connected account. So I'm logged into that tom@legit.net, as you can see in the top right corner. And then I go down and eventually I find Nest, which took me a bit of time. There we go, found it. And then, so just like always, you can jump in here and remove all these permissions, given that you've historically given permissions. Cool. Now Nest no longer has any access. That's just me showing that standard flow if a user really wants to go in and delete everything. But obviously, all refresh tokens and everything are deleted during the account deletion process. Thank you, and please kindly let me know if there's anything further that you need me to show.